Hey, how you doing? And welcome to July, all you beautiful people. I mean, it's really hard to believe that we're already halfway through the year, and it's even harder to believe that we've had a really incredible year of film. And with the second half of the summer blockbuster season and Oscar season yet to come, there is still a lot to be excited about. But today I wanted to reminisce a little bit on the amazing year of film that we've had so far by ranking my top 10 films of the first half of 2022. Before we get started, we're going to hit a few honorable mentions that just missed the list because I still want to talk about them. Sue me. At 15, we have Marry Me, which is a really refreshing rom-com starring Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson, and we rarely get nice rom-coms like this anymore. It really was a treat. At 14 is The Adam Project, one of my biggest surprises of the year, with really nice performances and a fresh sci-fi twist. And by the end, I was left an emotional wreck, and get the tissues because it's a good one. At 13 is Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. Say what you will, but I really enjoyed this film. I will continue to be a defender of the Fantastic Beast franchise. We finally get back to that classic magic that we know and love. 12 is Uncharted, another nominee for Surprise of the Year, and a very deserving one. An action-packed thriller with awesome performances from Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. To round out the honorable mentions, at number 11 is Duel, a small indie dark comedy starring Karen Gillan and Aaron Paul. A film that I got to see at Sundance 2021, and one that is definitely not for everyone, but I had a good time with it. So number 10 is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I've already done a video surrounding this film, so if you want to hear my full thoughts on the character arcs of Steven and Wanda, make sure you go check that video out. But I really found myself enjoying this film. Highly stylized with some of the most unique direction in the MCU from Sam Raimi, this was a really impressive new adventure in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The exploration of grief from both Wanda and Steven is fascinating, and the horror elements truly shine, again thanks to Raimi. It's nice when the MCU lets artists do what they do best. Now, there are some definite issues with the script. The Illuminati section in the film is rather pointless, but if you look past those issues, I had a lot of fun with this adventure. I'm going to keep this one short. I got to see this at Sundance in January, and it was an absolute delight. A remake of the famous Akira, it is one that absolutely needs to be on everyone's radar when it comes out. Number 8's Hustle. Don't you just love a good sports story? While it doesn't reinvent the wheel, Hustle is a classic feel-good sports movie that has all of the heart you could want. Adam Sandler gives one of his best performances to date, and the chemistry between him and Juancho Hermagomez is really good. The love letter to basketball is evident here. You can tell that Sandler really put his heart into every aspect of this. For a sports movie by Netflix, I was really impressed by how high quality the film actually was. Major props to everyone involved, and the film, you should go see it and check it out at some point, because it really is good. There really is a lot to love about Lightyear. Sure, it wasn't advertised that well, and that's why it may not have done as well at the box office as people had expected. But in the end, this is a really solid project from Pixar. It's an action-packed and thrilling sci-fi adventure right from the jump. Although people were skeptical, I really loved Chris Evans' Buzz Lightyear. He brought his own flavor to the role while still harkening back to the original. But on top of that really solid performance, I also enjoyed the additions of the new characters as well. The animation as always is stunning, which we come to expect from Pixar. And the score was a really big surprise for me. The twist around the end took me out of the film for a little bit, but once I bought into it, and the character development for Buzz, I got it. I can't wait to revisit this adventure again. Holy crap, what a film. Fresh is such a wild time. Now, this is a film that lives and breathes off the shock factor and electricity of the writing, editing, and performances. Not having the title screen reveal until 30 minutes into the movie was a choice, but a damn good one. Because after that, buckle your damn seatbelts. The project is a master of the setup. The first 30 minutes is the perfect way of subverting expectations and not giving away too much until we truly hit that title screen, and we get into what's actually going on here. Sebastian Stan's an absolute star in this film, bringing enough charisma to carry the entire runtime. But he doesn't need to, because Daisy Edgar-Jones is just as good. Brilliant direction from Mimi Cave, along with the edge-of-your-seat writing and kick-ass editing, makes this one of the most thrilling projects of the year. On the count of three is a masterclass of filmmaking. The acting, directing, writing should all be studied in the future, because although this is a very small indie film, it is some of the best work I've seen in quite some time. This is a film that examines mental health to the fullest, and it does not hold back whatsoever. Instead of trying to solve the problem of mental health in America, it adds to the conversation and asks the uncomfortable questions that most media don't. The direction from Gerard Carmichael is stellar, and the performances for both him and Christopher Abbott are nothing short of spectacular. This is a film that everyone needs to see at least once, and it will go down as a true indie masterpiece for the ages, and is one of the best films of the year. I did a full video examining why this movie is a true masterpiece, so make sure you go check it out. Damn, I love this movie. Everything Everywhere All at Once is by far one of the most creatively genius things I've ever consumed in my life. And I'm not just saying that, it is. A multiversal adventure that isn't reliant on a large franchise and arguably tells a better story overall. This is a film that manages to juggle so many genres, settings, and universes in a fantastic way. I laughed, I cried, my jaw was on the floor for a large part of the runtime. The cast is spectacular. The direction from the Daniels was so damn good, and the editing has to be the biggest star of the show. In the end, this is a truly emotional story that delivers when it needs to. Rightfully so, this is A24's highest grossing film and deserves to be celebrated as one of the best of the year. You won't find any other film this year that is as creative and overly bonkers as this one. Cooper Raiff is a genius. You want to know why? Well, make sure you go check out my video that came out last week. But like I said, Cooper Raiff is a genius. And with this new project, he is currently hitting 2 for 2 when it comes to feature-length films. Everything from the writing, directing, and acting is so pure and full of heart. You can really feel the care that was put into every frame of this project. The way he's able to make even the simplest of stories feel so authentic is something very special. The rest of the cast is absolutely dynamite, full of charm. But the thing that really stands out is the emotion. It's absolutely astounding the type of emotion that Raiff is able to get out of this rather simple story. This is the true crowd pleaser of the year, much like Coda from last year. Even though this film won't be getting the Oscar buzz that Coda did, I believe that Cha Cha Real Smooth will be talked about and praised for many years to come. This film slaps. It's an achievement in cinema to the furthest form of the word. It's a film that should not just be seen in theaters, but experienced. And this is far from just an achievement. It's a love letter to the medium of film to the purest form. Tom Cruise is the last true movie star, like I covered in my video. And every time he makes a film, he tries to push the art form and the equipment to the max. The aerial sequences are nothing short of spectacular. And the dedication from Cruise to have the cast in those planes is the purest form of cinema you can ask for. Every member of the cast is excellent, bringing their own flair to the squad, and Miles Teller's Rooster was truly amazing. Not only was this a grand film full of action, but at the core it's a really well executed story with impactful emotion. This is one of the best of the year and will be remembered as one of the best action movies of the last few decades. I love The Batman. You don't need me to tell you that. I made a whole video about it already. The Batman is one of the most astounding pieces of blockbuster filmmaking that we've ever seen. The attention to detail is stunning, and that is all credit to Matt Reeves and his vision that he had for the project, and the flawless execution of that vision. The cinematography, set design, sound design, they're all expertly done. Gotham is one of the greatest characters of the film, being unrecognizable as any city we've ever seen before, playing off of the story to become the natural barrier of our hero for the entire runtime. Robert Pattinson is brilliant as Bruce Wayne, and the turn of his character into a nomadic recluse was a welcome change to the live-action films. The rest of the characters are cast very well and give some memorable performances, especially Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Overall, The Batman is a brilliant piece of filmmaking, with the love and care of all of your favorites. Oh yeah, and it's got one of the greatest car chases of all time. So that's it. It's my top 10 favorite films of the year so far. What are some of your favorite films of the year? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Like I said from the start, I believe that this has already been one incredible year of film. And I'm very excited to see what we get into in the second half of 2022. So like I said, go down below in the comments. Let me know what your favorite film of the year is. This has been a incredible year of film so far, and I'm so excited to see where we go from here. So go down in the comments, let me know what you thought, and I am so excited for the second half of 2022. We still have the second half of summer blockbuster season, and we have Oscar season. We're only going up from here, baby. But guys, that is pretty much it. I want to thank you all so much for taking the time to watch the video today. I was very excited to make this one and reminisce about some of my favorites of the year so far. Again, let me know what you thought. What was your favorite film of the year so far? And guys, that is pretty much it. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Have a rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video.